I'm going to say something controversial. Your cognitive dissonance will attempt to deactivate your critical thinking the moment that you're triggered. I'm not trying to offend you, but I don't give a fuck if you're upset. Seeing all the Christians posting how they can't condemn Israel because it's the promised land and this is the will of God made me think about the indoctrinating scripture of raise a child up in the way that they shall go and they will not depart from it. Because 90% of the people sitting in the pews of a church are not Christians. They're atheists. They're not followers of Christ or followers of the Christian God. They're followers of man. The only thing they believe in with all their heart, mind, and soul is the fear and consequence of going against said man. As a former Christian, I was told all the time that when you're outside of the will of God, you don't feel close to him. But I didn't feel close to him when I was living within what I was told was the will of God. And my greatest fear in going against God was the way that I would be treated after doing so. Because I saw how Christians treated people and thought about people that didn't think like them. But if that's all you've ever known, then you don't challenge things, which helped me understand why the church has always been so dismissive of mental health and therapy. Because if that same child finds out they were raised up using abuse and fear-based tactics and not the will of God, they may then begin to question the other wills of God and find nothing but the flaws of man. But if they find out that one of the flaws of man is using the will of God as a concept to keep Christians in a dissociative state of complacency, so they just turn a blind eye during crimes against humanity instead of feeling the weight and burden of morality such as guilt, shame, and accountability, 3 vital things to make sure you don't participate in shit like a genocide, all that thinking may make them realize that they don't want to fight in the army of the Lord. I can see the comments now. She's just a devil worshiper that doesn't believe in the teachings of Christ. Christ would never approve of an ethnic cleansing in a promised land handpicked by the same men that keep cosplaying his daddy for the sake of capitalism in a country that keeps you too poor to ever visit said land. But go off.